Hello everyone, here's an interesting video for you showing a column of Russian supply trucks being picked off and destroyed in Kursk district of Russia, not far from the border with Sumy in Ukraine. This was first reported online a few days ago. Now, initially, it was rumoured as being a column of tanks, and originally rumoured to have been destroyed by artillery. But as we can see here in the video, that isn't the case. It's a column of supply trucks. I count at least 14 trucks here. These were detected by a spotter drone whilst moving and followed until they parked up alongside the road. Then, FPV drones were sent in to get them, with a strike hitting the second truck in the column. The video feed jumps around a lot, but after the initial strike, we see the column disperse, and then we see a nice little game of hide and seek as Ukrainian drones hunt the trucks down. Now there are a number of cuts in the video, so it is a bit difficult to keep tabs on how many trucks exactly were destroyed here. Some of the trucks we see get hit multiple times, but I counted 10 individual trucks getting hit. I may be off by one or two there, I may have, double counted one that got hit twice and not realised. But still, a pretty high number and not bad for a day's work. Ukraine has reported a military build-up along the border with Sumy. So, these trucks, no doubt part of that, bringing supplies and the like to the troops massing along the border region. Here, we see drones are used to hunt them down, which gives me the impression that there may not be many howitzers along this region for Ukraine, with them all currently being used to support operations in Kharkiv. Because that moment when the trucks were all bunched up together after the initial drone strike would have been the ideal time to launch an artillery barrage. But as it is, Ukraine still destroyed much of the column. However, they did use drones to do so, and it's possible that in some of the cases the cargo the trucks were carrying did survive, as some of the drone hits we just saw destruction of the truck's cab, rather than the whole truck burning. But still, great work here by Ukraine and a big blow against Russian logistics in the area. It was very silly of them to grind the column to a halt like this and bunch up, but I'll get to my theory as to why they did this later. First, the geolocation is on screen now. The column was strung out along the road like this when it was hit, the column facing towards the west. After the first strike, the trucks then ran to the hills. I believe it was the tree lines here highlighted in red, where most of them went to attempt to hide. Personally, I would have just tried my luck putting my foot down and speeding away as far as possible and as fast as possible if I was the driver. You can see here this was under 3 kilometres to the border. Now, the fact the column stopped like that with seemingly no plan or purpose makes me think they had gotten lost and were trying to find out where exactly they were and where exactly they were meant to be going. As I could see, other than these trucks of course, no Russian presence here at all. No troops unloading the trucks, no artillery positions, no tanks being reloaded and resupplied, that sort of thing. The trucks just seemingly stopped in the middle of nowhere along a road and waited. And I think that's because they got lost and were trying to find where they were meant to be going. This was roughly here on Deep States. The presence of such a big column here suggests to me that maybe this is Russia's plan for the attack towards Sumy, to attack down that main road you can see from this direction. And now I did suggest that these trucks got lost, but I don't think they got lost by the way of like 20, 30, 50 kilometres. I think they were meant to find a drop-off point and troop positions in this general area. So I think this is very likely where the attack on Sumy, or at least one of them, will come from, as during the ongoing Kharkiv attack, Russia attacked from 2 different directions. I expect we'll see the same when the attack on Sumy begins. Here it is zoomed out so you can see this is in northern Ukraine. So that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. Now I'm going to play a video from Sanath about an ongoing fundraiser. Thanks so much for watching and take care everybody.
I'm now just south of Vovchanska, which is about 20 kilometers north of here. You can hear shelling over that side, but there is also shelling taking place over on the east. This particular place is where they're bringing the refugees that from the village of Vovchanska and the surrounding areas that are being heavily shelled right now by the Russians. which is why we really need this armoured vehicle. There are plenty of pickup trucks that are going into these dangerous hotspots, but there's shrapnel flying everywhere, artillery shells everywhere. Armoured vehicles are essential in this kind of environment. So with your support, we'll be able to do this work and deliver for the guys. Thank you very much.